There is actually a mole working at Fox News right now. He decided to write to Gawker and tell them that he is going to be a mole. He got the job at Fox News, hating it, saying to himself, this is the only job I can get, so while I work here, I'll apply to other jobs. Well, nobody wanted to hire him because he works at Fox News. So as a result, he's decided to go out of the company with a bang. And he wrote this piece on Gawker where he talks about why he hates it so much, how he deals with a lot of racists. People, but
it's literally true.
Yeah.
Now, so here's the thing. He's not outing himself, and he's not saying I'm resigning. He's saying, you know what, if I'm going to leave this company, which I should have left years ago, let me at least do some damage on the way up. Okay, just keeping it real. And so we know he's working at Fox News because he's leaking tapes. We're going to show you one of the tapes in a second. And he's saying, look, I tried to justify it in a lot of ways and said I was going to try to get a new job, etc., but I couldn't take it anymore. It was one case after another, where I thought that they were at first doing racially, biased stories. And then by the end, I thought, no, these are flat out racist stories, especially on Fox Nation. And some of the stories on Fox Nation, the website, were so outrageous, I thought that management would do something about it.
Now, he says that he has to deal with these kinds of headlines and these kinds of stories on a regular basis. But he said that there was one article written on the website, and it was the straw that broke the camel's back. The headline was, and I'm sure a lot of you guys can remember this, Obama's hip-hop barbecue didn't create jobs.
Yeah, and he said, look, when they said, oh, Common went to the White House, oh, and he's a rapper, etc., he's like, it was obvious which direction they were going, and they've gone in this direction in 28 different ways. But when they called it a hip-hop barbecue, just because some black people were at it, well, that's just saying, hey, you know what? All black people are hip-hop, and that's what Obama is, and it's so obviously over the top. And he said, I thought management would come in, take the article down, et cetera, et cetera. But management came in and backed the article.
Right.
Okay, and he's like, well, that's when I said, okay, enough is enough. So let's show people what Fox News is actually about. So he's taking a tape here of Mitt Romney before going on air, talking to, I believe it's Sean Hannity, and they're having a fascinating conversation. It's just fun. Let's watch.
She's the best. She's taken off for the next 2 days, though.
She said she's gonna
go ride for a couple days.
Good for her.
She has. I just got to get her out there. It just rejuvenates her.
My wife has to play tennis once a day.
Yeah.
And you know what? It keeps everything afloat.
Yeah. So she's like, okay, I've gone 4 straight weeks. We've not been home in 4 weeks. Christmas was the last time we were home, and it's like, she said, I've got to get some time on the horse and just
but you know,
get away
now's the
from
time.
you.
I mean, February is, what kind of horses you got?
She has Austrian warm bloods.
Yeah, I don't know.
Which it's a dressage horse. It's a kind of horse for the sport that she's in.
Right.
Me, I have a Missouri Foxtrotter. So mine is like a quarter horse, but just a much better gait. It moves very fast and doesn't tire, and it's easy to ride. Meaning it's not boom, boom, boom. It's just a smooth,
a little smoother,
very smooth.
All right, I was trying to keep up with all the different kinds of horses that they have, please. Now, I want you to understand, this is not some sort of political scandal. It's just a fun insight into the conversations that Sean Hannity and Mitt Romney have that when the camera isn't rolling, or they think the camera isn't rolling. And that's when they're talking about not how they're populist and connecting with the regular folks. They're talking about, oh, my wife has horses for dressage. I don't even know what dressage is. That's the jumping things?
I don't even know. I don't even care. That was such a boring conversation. I mean, I was bored to tears with that. But like, the thing that I took away from it was, isn't Mitt Romney the guy who makes fun of Obama for golfing?
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is, I mean, horseback riding? Really? You don't think that's elitist at all?
Oh, no, please. His wife has an Austrian warm blood, but his is a Missouri Foxtrotter or whatever it is. I couldn't keep up with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although I will say, horseback riding sounds delightful, and I would like to try it one day.
Yeah, sure, right? But I mean, it's like, I guess Mitt Romney's car elevator is cool too, but it's just not the thing that helps connect you to the American people. Like I said, it's not a scandal or anything like that. He's enormously wealthy. He's allowed to have his horses and his foxtrotters and his warm bloods and his car elevators, etc. But this is the real Mitt Romney. And, it's just, in order to go relaxing, please, we went on the dressage.